And we are back, and we're going to do the Kristen Dunst experience. And our first movie up is 2000's Bring It On. I cannot believe this movie is already over 20 years old. This is rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 38 minutes. We caught this on the Starz channel, but it is also available to buy rent on Prime Video. This is the story of Torrance Shipman, played by Kristen Dunst, a cheerleader who's in her senior year. What?
It didn't sound like you said Shipman. It sounded.
Oh, sorry. A high school senior who gets made captain, I guess, in her last year and is ready to bring her cheerleading squad to victory again, and in the process finds out that her cheer career is a lie. I'm going to go around the table and get impressions. I think this is the first time you two gals have seen this, so I'm curious to see what your take on it. I'm going to start with you, Olive G. What did you think of the film?
What'd you think?
What did you think of the film?
2 inches away.
I thought the film was good.
Yeah, what'd you like about it?
It had.
Did you like the friendship between Missy and Torrance, the two girls?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
I honestly thought they were gonna start kissing.
No, you didn't, Olivia.
I did.
Why would you think that?
I don't know,
I think anything she watches, she thinks all the girls are going to start kissing.
It literally feels like all the people in any movie I watch are gay.
What? But
I don't know. I should
Terrence
keep that
had a
in there.
boyfriend, and she was interested in Missy's brother.
I don't know.
All right. Let's take a pause here.
I felt that vibe from
two.
What the hell's their name? Missy.
Olive, just because people like each other does not mean they're romantically attracted to
All
one
right,
another.
that's enough.
You
Let's get back to the film.
gotta sort of
and
get
not
that out of your
Olivia's-
head.
All right,
Olivia's,
we're gonna
notions
start
about
again.
kissing.
We're gonna start again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna start with you, G. What did you think of the film?
I thought that this film was great. I really enjoyed watching this, and it was great. It was fun, and I enjoyed every minute.
I'm surprised. I thought you would like it, but I didn't think you would like it like that.
No, I loved it. It was
What
great.
What did you think of Torrance?
She has a terrible name.
It is very bizarre.
All I kept thinking of was The Shining.
Yeah.
Danny Torrance.
Yeah.
But Torrance is kind of like the Toros or whatever the hell the school's.
You know
that
what?
made it even weirder.
I hope that the parents didn't name her for that, because that would be weird. But anyway, what did you think of the friendship between Missy and Torrance?
I thought it was sweet, and I liked it because all the other girls on the team seemed kind of weird, like
Very
Courtney and
backstabby
Whitney. Yeah.
and yeah.
Because
Especially
at the
those-
beginning, Courtney and Whitney,
those two,
I think. At the
Yeah.
beginning, they're like in the locker room, the three of them together, Torrance, Courtney, and Whitney. And like, I think, are these like the little trio in the group? But clearly not, because they're weird.
Yeah.
Courtney and Whitney, and they're mean. And I'm glad that Torrance found Missy and became friends with her instead, because she was a real one.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Missy was a real one. A lot of weird names, right?
Was Missy a baddie?
I think you need to stop talking.
Torrance, Missy, Courtney, Whitney, Darcy, Casey.
Was Darcy the one with the big butt?
Yes, I
Or
believe so.
the quote-unquote big butt, which was not
Ridiculous.
even
It was
that
not
big,
even a big butt. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some like names like right out of a teen high school novel or
Yeah.
something. Everybody's got bizarre names.
Oh, the girl who fell at the beginning, Carver.
Yeah, that was
Carver is a girl's name.
That was her name.
Carver. Wow.
That might be her last name.
That's like a profession.
What did you think of the idea? I'm glad you brought up the thing about kind of like the clickiness. Well, I mean, this is high school, so this is kind of like expected behavior. But what did you think of the whole situation when Torrance finds out that the cheers were stolen? And did you expect her to try to fix that the way she did, or no?
I really wanted her to fix it because I think that it was very stinky that they were stealing cheers, and that's not honest.
Yes, Big Red was a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah, she really was. And she was like defending or like saying how she wasn't in the wrong. Like, I was a great leader, and the only bad thing I did wasn't stealing cheers. She said borrowing. That's not borrowing.
That's
You can't
stealing,
give back a cheer. You took complete like credibility for it, and it was not yours.
Right.
It wasn't even like they were influenced by the other school. It was
the
wholesale.
same thing.
Yeah.
Like the Clover's captain said, "Oh, that ugly redheaded girl with the camera glued to her hand." So she was filming their routine.
Right.
Like, what
and
the
it's
hell?
probably more than once.
Oh my God, absolutely. They probably stole all of it.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the Clovers, and that's why I was like happy with the way the movie ended.
Good. Olive G, what did you think about? Well, first of all, I guess, what are your impressions about people stealing the routines? And then what did you think about? This is a movie that's over 20 years old, so I'm not gonna worry about spoiling it. But what did you think about when the Toros went to regional and they did the same exact cheer sequence that the group before them had from that choreographer guy? What did you think of that sequence? Sparky.
Stupid name.
Never trust someone named Sparky.
What did you think of that, Olive G?
Honestly, I kind of feel bad for them when when they're like doing their cheers, when like they were watching the other people's cheer thing, and like I actually like really feel bad for them because like they did the exact same thing and they did it with a smile. And bro,
Yeah.
I felt so bad because their reputation as being original was like gone.
Right.
And it was a terrible routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all revolved around spirit fingers.
Whatever that is.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Although
like that guy.
the sequence that they did at the end was way more dynamic and interesting.
Yeah, it was much more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? I know you've seen this before.
I've never sat through it from beginning to end.
Oh, no?
No, this is like, it's funny. This movie is like from that era of, I guess, teen romance comedies. Mm-hmm. There was like this one and She's All That and Bring It On. Wait, this was Bring It On, right?
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
What was the other one? Oh, You Got Served or something like that. And I never really watched any of them from beginning to end. You know what? That's not true. I might have seen She's All That from beginning to end, just because I love ridiculing the whole, oh my God, she took her glasses off and now she's gorgeous. But this was good. I could see why this is, I guess, in that triumvirate of teen romance movies. That when people speak about this era of this kind of comedy, they bring up this is one of the films that they bring up along with it because it's well done.
It's very well done. It's definitely
not
PG-13. There's nothing awful about it. There's nothing overly. I mean, there's implied sexual whatever, but it's not a big deal.
It's still like a bit of a teen comedy. So
right.
there are. I mean, when you're at that age, sex is like either hilarious or
taboo
or just the most important thing on the planet, especially back then.
Right.
I don't know how it is with kids now, but who the hell knows?
Nobody tell us. We don't want to know.
Yeah, we don't want to know. But so this was well done. It's not the most hilarious thing. There are some jokes in it. I don't think there was any moment where I really laughed out loud.
Right.
But it's
entertaining.
It's entertaining, and it's got a sweet story, and it has. I think the way they wrapped it up was the right way to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah, there wasn't any sort of. I like that the Clovers didn't take the money from Torrance's dad. That they did it their own way. Because then it becomes a little bit too saccharine. Oh, look, we're doing the right thing, and that's good that they were trying to like veer it in that direction, but then they took it away from that.
Right.
So the Clovers don't lose. They don't lose any aura, if I'm using that term correctly.
Is that the correct usage of the word?
Yeah. Okay, bro. Yeah. Just say yeah.
Skibbity. On Skibbity, bro, Ohio.
What
Am I with it with Generation Alpha?
You sound like a dying bird.
Anyway, yeah. So I like that. And then there's the end. Yeah.
And this is from director Peyton Reed, who we like from the Ant-Man movies.
Yes, Peyton Reed. The Ant-Man films, I enjoyed them all. I know people were down on the third one.
No, it was good.
But it was, I would say it's probably the least of the three, but I still liked it a lot.
Yeah, and he's got a good way of, well, I mean, he's the director. I don't know how much of a hand he has in the writing, but he has a nice way of melding like comedy and action. So here, the writer is just Jessica Bendinger, and the director is Peyton Reed. This did some astronomical numbers. There's the reason why there's like Bring It On 50. I mean, I feel like this movie was made egregiously. I feel like there's like 5-6 versions of this movie.
I know there are sequels. I don't know how high they got up there, but yeah. Was there even like a TV show about it?
Possibly. This came out in August 25th of 2000.
So almost 24 years old.
The budget on this was $11 million. The opening weekend was $17 million. The gross in U.S. and Canada was $68 million.
Wow.
And the gross worldwide on this puppy is $90 million.
So this did good.
Yeah, that's
This did really good.
2000 numbers. So that's really good.
Yeah, I mean, for an $11 million investment.
For an $11 million film, and I mean, was Kristen Dunst that big a star? I don't think it was like the star power bringing it in.
I mean, she was well known.
She was known, but I don't recall her being in anything where it was just like, wow, Kristen Dunst, I gotta see that.
Right. I mean, I think it's early 2000s. Like, who's the king of the box office? Will Smith, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, she's well known. She's been in a lot of stuff. She was a child actor, so it's not like people didn't know who she was. But I think this also helped propel her into stuff. This is pre the Spider-Man movies too, so she goes from this into Spider-Man. Well, not immediately after. Bring It On was on in 2000, and then the first Raimi Spider-Man is 2 years later in 2002.
Oh, I mean, she's absolutely done well for herself. She picked it, a variety of roles.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she wasn't like shoehorned into perky teenager.
Right. She's run the gamut, and she's actually had an interesting career. I feel like she's gone from she's done I guess comedic. Well, I don't know if it's very comedic, but kind of funny to more serious things. To we're gonna pair this movie up with her last film, which is Civil War by Alex Garland. So I'm super excited to watch that. But getting back to Bring It On, it definitely talks a lot about, I guess, the high school experience and cliques and making decisions or doing things for the right reasons, I guess, right?
Yeah, just doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's very important.
I think that's definitely one of the themes in the movie.
Olive G, what did you think about Cliff, the love interest?
Like the
Missy's brother.
emo guy.
He wasn't emo.
He wasn't really emo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet if
Missy's-
he wore more black, he could pull it off.
Maybe. But what did you think of Cliff? Well, did you think he was interesting? Did you think that she should like him? Did you think that he was a nice enough fellow? What did you think? Did you have any ideas about Cliff?
I mean, Cliff was nice, but I honestly couldn't care less about him.
All right, fair enough.
It was more about Torrance.
It was more about. I felt
God-awful
like even
names.
though there was this relationship shoehorned in, it was really more about Torrance and her relationship with the squad, and more even Missy.
I think it was more about her and the squad and basically righting the wrong that Big Red had done. Missy and Cliff, they were sub characters. Mm-hmm. It really was just Kristen Dunst's show.
Okay. G, what did you think about Aaron, the boyfriend?
I didn't ever like him.
You never liked him?
He was ever supposed to be likable.
Yeah, no.
No? I feel like
You knew as soon as it's like, oh, I'm off to college. It's just like, yeah, he's gonna be cheating on her in like 5 minutes.
How do you know? I didn't know that.
Because that's just how it is.
Obvious.
It was pretty obvious that
Even if you didn't know when he left, when he was like she was making phone calls. The guy's on the line like, he's not here. Wait, yeah, he's not here. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Be a little more.
How did you feel when she busts in on him?
That was great.
Yeah, you like that?
Mm-hmm.
She caught him.
Right. Yep. Right-handed. Caught red-handed. Right.
All right. I mean, there's really nothing to critique here. It's pretty much a straight story. It's interesting. It's fresh. It's new. I mean, usually it's about the girl getting the guy or the guy getting the girl, but in here it's more than that. I mean, that is kind of like a B story here, but I feel like the main story is Torrance is trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, I mean the romance is
secondary
really
thing.
is. I would say even like a C story because they try and put in this bit of drama where oh no the romance is doomed, but it's so superficial and it's easily repaired by the ends of the movie. So yeah, the romance really wasn't that.
Can he
important to
play
the
a
whole thing.
little bit hard to get? Like, can he at least try?
What?
Wait, what are you
Can't
saying?
who play?
Cliff.
Oh.
Shouldn't he play at least a little bit hard to get?
No, because the movie's
He-
not about the two of them.
He was attracted to her and she was attracted to him.
He's kind of just like a prize that she gets to win.
Yeah. There you go.
He's an
he's
add-on.
he's a MacGuffin.
Is
There,
he?
there you go. He's
That's
he's
interesting. I never thought of him as that way.
usually the girl's the MacGuffin. This just some sort of prize like the late and remember Temple of Doom. Like what was the point of what's her name? She's just
Kate Capshaw.
I'm gonna scream and whatever. He's sort of like exactly like the prize.
Yeah.
Yay, I won a guy.
Yeah, you won the boy at the end, and all is right with the world.
All right, so I'm going to go around the table and get numbers. I'm going to start with myself. I guess from start to finish, I mean, this is still kind of entertaining. I think it's that it's just an hour and 38 minutes. I think if they'd made this longer, it probably would have dragged or not been as fun. It's a good script, rapid pace, really interesting characters, but not too much, even though there's a huge ensemble. It is definitely Kristen Dunst's movie, and her story arc is kind of interesting to watch and satisfying at the end. I am going to give this film a 7. What say you?
I agree with pretty much everything you said, but it's at the end of the day, it's just not really a film for me, so I'll probably give it a 6.
Okay, fair enough. Gigi? Easy.
9.
9.
Wow.
Wow. What about you, Ology?
8.5.
8.5. Look, my
All right,
favorite
so
movie.
it still plays with the youngins.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't know if this movie would translate to the younger generation since it's over. It's almost 24 years old.
This film could drink.
It can.
Yeah.
My goodness. Wow. Do you find that upsetting?
No, because I didn't really care about this movie. When you tell me that a film that I really liked and enjoyed and I felt was like influential is reaching the quarter century mark, then I feel insulted and I tell you to shut up. It can't be. I
Well,
just
see-
saw this last week at the
24.
at the King's
This is
Plaza.
24, but guess what? Raimi's first Spider-Man is going to be 22.
Jeez.
We saw that in the theater.
I remember. We waited online.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to wait online to go to see a movie?
And we got there early because we knew that all the other comic nerds
This
were going to
has
be there.
nothing to do with the movie.
Listen, let us have
We're
our
reminiscing.
moment. Yes.
You old heads can reminisce.
I'm going to
off
fart
the
really
tape.
hard if you don't get this over with.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's wrap it
All
up.
right. We'll wrap it up.
So 6,
Once
7,
again,
9.
and 8.5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think really fun. Still good. Good performances.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining. Absolutely, absolutely. If you have Starz, go check it out. Otherwise, you can buy rent on Prime, and I'm sure it's on other platforms I think with premium subscriptions, I read. And that's it from us. And we will bid you all
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
be aggressive. Be aggressive.
I'm gonna fart really hard now.